Boys and Girls Club is a place where I can go to field trips after school and have fun. Power hours are because you get to learn.
Get to learn.
Yeah. Boys and Girls Club is a place where I could do my homework.
The Boys and Girls Club is a place where I can have fun, learn new things, and then just have an all-around good time with everything. We went on this 10-mile hike up a mountain, and then it was Mount Timpanogos, and then we got to walk through the Timpanogos cave, and that was also awesome. And then I just wanted to say that because that was a really fun experience. I just couldn't decide. They're all so great. Yeah, I remember, I would think it was last year, and I was having trouble with divisions, long division. And then one of the staff came over and helped me, and then I started to understand it, and then boom, I got an A on that test. Very amazing place to go, and I thank for my mom and my dad for paying for me to be able to go to this place, because if I didn't, I'd be so bored. You'd be bored. Thank you!
So there's myself and my husband, and we both work full-time jobs. And then I have 2 kids that come to club, which Dalton, he's at Settlement Canyon, and they are able to pick him up and transport him, which without that, he wouldn't be able to go at all. There would be no way for me to get him there. So I'm really grateful for that. And then my daughter gets a ride from someone else who will drop her off there, and they come every day. They come to club. Yep. And if they didn't, they'd be stuck at home, and I'm not one of those moms that wants them on the computer or the PlayStations all day long. So without them, they'd be stuck at home bored out of their minds. Exactly, because I think the homework for me is huge, because especially having both the kids, by the time we get home, I get off work, pick them up, get home, you're still doing dinner and bath time and everything like that. If we had to sit down and still focus on homework for 2 separate kids, I wouldn't actually get to spend any time with my kids during the week. Yeah. It would just be straight to bed after that. So it's nice that we can actually sit down and have family time without that worry. I know Dalton, he got to participate in STEM program, and he loves science, so he was super excited about that, and they did coding and got to make crafts based on coding for their names. So he was really excited to come home and show that, and they'll bring home little, I don't know if you remember, they were making like catapults and stuff out of the sticks, and just being able to design them themselves and then replicate that and make that, put it in, and he loved that kind of stuff. So Jade specifically couldn't read going into 1st grade. She couldn't read. And they really took the time to sit down with her during power hour and help her figure out how to get those words. I love my daughter. Man, I would get frustrated during reading time because I'm just like, don't you know how to say it, you know? And so they really took the time to sit down with her one-on-one and help her, and now she's flying through, reading 3 and 4 books every night to me. Excellent. So that's helped her. And then Dalton always struggled in math, and then they were able during power hour. I'm telling you, power hour is my godsend. I think for my daughter, she's very social. So she likes to be able to be there and, be Little Miss Social Butterfly. Dalton is more of a one-on-one, like he likes to have a small group of friends. But I think it's, at least for me, it's huge that he can be friends with kids at club that typically you wouldn't be friends with at school because of the cliques. It's very even-keeled at club. There's not the popular group or the nerdy group or anything like that. Everyone's on the same playing field, everyone's on the same level, and they all just get along with each other. And that's, I think, is good for him. My son went through a time where he was very hard on himself and was very negative of himself. And Ange was, gosh, I'm not crying now. Ange was always right there to help build him up and encourage him and make him feel better about himself. And the personality he has now was not there a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And I tell her all the time that it's because of her. Yeah. She helped give him the confidence he needed in himself by encouraging him, and all the staff does. But she really took a special, an encouragement to him. And it's not just that they care and they're safe for the couple hours that they're there. They care that beyond that. Oh yeah. They'll come back and ask, how did this go? How is Jade doing with her Girl Scouts, and how is Dalton doing in math now? And when we had struggles with Dalton, she'll still follow up. How is this going? Did that get resolved? So it's not just for that couple hours that they're there at club. It extends far beyond that. Because it's safe, not just for the physical aspect of safety, but emotionally they're safe. Like
Yes.
you're not worried about them being out. Because even if he wasn't sitting at home, he might be out and be getting bullied in the neighborhoods, things like that. It's a safe place emotionally, physically, in every aspect. You know that they're okay. And you know that they're getting the same quote unquote parenting that you would have. They don't get away with being little naughty kids. They still get talked to. They still, you know, have repercussions and consequences for their actions. And I'm made fully aware of what they have done, and they're made fully aware.
Right.
They're not shy about, okay, Dalton, come over here. Let's let mom know how your day went today. If he was having an attitude that day. And so I just think you have, that's the most important to me, is it's a very safe place all around. They get to go on adventures, they get to have experiences that I wouldn't be able to give them just because I don't have the time in life to be able to do that or the resources to do that. You know, they get to experience so much more than just hanging out with friends or getting a little bit of help on homework. They're building friendships, they're building relationships, they're going to new places, they're getting to participate in programs that aren't available to just me to go sign them up, you know, doing the STEM program. They had the orchestra people come out and they got to learn about different instruments and music. They have organizations that come and check vision and help the kids with that
And
I wouldn't be able to,
dental.
and dental and just all the resources you get from being with Boys and Girls Club is
I think in Tooele there's, and I've been in different places, but when we first moved here, there was nothing for the kids to do. And like I said, I didn't want them on the computer. I didn't want them on, you know, other things. And I wanted to widen the horizons that I couldn't give them because I had no money. And Boys and Girls Club was it.